In the world of high-tech tennis, where amazing gadgets team up with our human instincts. Right at the center stage, we have Hawkeye, the superstar system that settles those edge-of-your-seat moments in tennis. But hang on, is it flawless? Or is there a twist in this thrilling tennis tale? Let's step into the world of Hawkeye and the game we all love. If you're a tennis fan, you've definitely heard of Hawkeye, that game-changing technology that swooped into the tennis world in 2006 to resolve those nail-biting in or out moments and save us from epic player tantrums. While some old-school tennis purists might raise an eyebrow at the idea of machines taking over, there's no denying the heart-pounding thrill of Hawkeye swooping in to declare the fate of a crucial ball. What began as a fun addition to the sport has now become a standard fixture at most tournaments. In fact, you wouldn't be blamed if you're at the point of accepting Hawkeye's word as law. But here's where it gets seriously interesting. Picture a future where computers make every single call in tennis matches. Just how accurate is this Hawkeye wizardry? And what could it mean for the future of our beloved sport? While ball tracking technology was first introduced in cricket way back in 2001, it was in the world of tennis that it truly became a household name. Imagine this, a sport where players argue with umpires over line calls in nearly every match. It's the perfect setting for technology to step in and settle the score. Many could have predicted that after years, even decades of these heated debates, some form of dispute-solving tech would eventually become a part of the game. But what really pushed it over the edge was the infamous blown calls during the 2004 US Open quarterfinal match between Serena Williams and Jennifer Capriati. That moment was like a lightning bolt, sparking the unstoppable rise of ball tracking technology in tennis. It's a game changer we couldn't imagine living without today. While TV viewers at home got a sneak peek of the experimental shot spot, which showcased Hawkeye's calls being tested during that Open, the players on the court had no way to challenge calls. This made it clear that there was a real need for widespread adoption, giving players the power to question umpire or line judge decisions when they felt they'd been wronged. Hawkeye quickly became available for player use in early 2006, and by the end of the year, the US Open took a historic step by becoming the first Grand Slam tournament to embrace this game-changing technology on its show courts. It was a pivotal moment that forever altered the way we view and play tennis. Fast forward to today, Hawkeye has become a staple at most professional tennis tournaments in some form or another. The only notable exception is clay court tournaments, where the ball often leaves a clear mark on the court when it bounces, rendering Hawkeye less necessary. What's even more exciting is how shot-spot visuals have evolved over time. They've undergone significant improvements, resulting in a more refined and seamless experience for players and fans alike. This technology has truly transformed the game of tennis into a more precise and engaging spectacle. It's widely used and accepted as a slick interface and makes the sport more exciting. But hold up, what exactly is Hawkeye and how does it work? And can we trust it to make the correct call every single time, no matter how close the shot was on a tennis court fitted with Hawkeye technology? Let's unveil the mind-boggling tech behind Hawkeye in a grand way. Imagine 10 super-speedy high-tech cameras, 5 on each side of the tennis court, capturing video at an astonishing 340 frames per second. Now, here's where the magic truly kicks in. These cameras don't just watch the ball, they're practically predicting its future. They work together to create a 3D map of where the ball is at any given moment. It's not just about confirming what happened, it's about calculating what's going to happen before the ball even bounces. Here's the secret sauce. These cameras track the ball's path by gathering data about its position at different moments as it leaves the player's racket. Remember that 340 frames per second. It means the computer is crunching through a whopping 340 different ball positions every single second. With this treasure trove of information, a super smart algorithm goes to work. It predicts where the ball will bounce, almost like it has a crystal ball into the future. It even considers things like how the ball compresses and skids when it touches the ground. The result? That jaw-dropping shot spot visual you see on the big screen, all delivered within just seconds. It's like Hawkeye can peek into the future and reveal the ball's destiny before it even happens. Just like every major technological innovation, however, Hawkeye came with its flaws. Glitches aside, the system has also made many questionable calls in the past. So considering Hawkeye's current and extensive future use in tennis matches, what exactly do we know about its accuracy? Hawkeye is exceedingly more capable than we give it credit for, with the ability to understand trajectory, spin, skid, and speed far better than any human eye could. Computers literally calling the shots on every professional tennis court might be a closer future than you think. Surely there's a margin of error to its accuracy, right? Well, the International Tennis Federation, ITF, set strict parameters that needed testing before allowing Hawkeye into tournaments, with the major test of Hawkeye needing to be within 5 millimeters of the real recorded bounce. For reference, this is about the width of a pencil eraser. The result, Hawkeye, on average, was accurate to within 2.6 millimeters, arguably a great deal better than the naked eye. And this doesn't just apply to calling the lines. The cameras track foot faults as well. Let's break it down in simple terms. Hawkeye Live is like a super cool tool for deciding whether a tennis ball is in or out during a game. It's usually better at this job than a human. But just like any gadget, it's not perfect. Sometimes, it might make a small mistake of around 2.6 millimeters. That's like calling a ball out when it's only 1 millimeter away from the line, so it's not always spot on. Now, there's another fancy system called the Tennis Analysis System Fox 10. They say they're even better because they use real bounce information, not just guesses. They're basically challenging Hawkeye and saying, "We're better than you." But there are some things that can mess up these systems. Stuff like wind, shadows, and darkness can make them confused. Also, remember, even though they're great, they still have limits because of the technology we have today. So while they're awesome, they're not perfect. Looking ahead, the future of super high-tech tennis courts seems super promising. It's like looking at a bright and shiny tomorrow. We can be pretty confident that, at least for now, Hawkeye is usually right, though it's not absolutely perfect. We humans, well, we can sometimes make mistakes, but hey, we're only human, right? As technology keeps getting even fancier, we can expect to see even cooler systems popping up. It's like we're in a never-ending quest to make the game fairer and more accurate. Hawkeye, with all its flaws and perks, is like our trusty sidekick in this journey, making sure those nail-biting moments in tennis are settled as close to the truth as possible. But let's not forget the magic of human touch in tennis. Our gut feelings, experience, and pure love for the game add that extra sprinkle of excitement. So, it's like we've got this awesome team-up of tech and human wisdom, making sure tennis stays thrilling and fair. It's a dynamic duo, where gadgets and people come together to keep the game in its full glory, just like a thrilling movie with all its twists and turns. And that's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on this incredible technology? We'd love to hear your opinions and ideas. Don't forget to check out our channel for a deeper dive into the mesmerizing world of tennis. So, stay tuned, like, and subscribe to join us on this amazing journey.